Hey y'all, so I'm still in New Orleans and I gotta tell y'all, Sundays going forward is gonna be hard as F. Like, of course, I have Insecure to do, I have Potomac, and I also have Housewives of Salt Lake City. So yeah, I'm gonna try to maintain this schedule, and as y'all know, I have the Patreon too. For those of you who are patron members, again, thank you, and I'll have some videos, some bonus content up this week as well. I'm at 90 members, y'all. I am so excited about this. I will do something special for the 100th member. Just letting you know. You will get a shout out from me personally, as well as a follow. Anywho, this is my review for Insecure, Season 5, Episode 1. This is exciting. I mean, I love Issa Rae. I feel like she is a friend in my head. She is my kindred spirit. She is my fellow awkward person. Like, I can do a black gay male version of Insecure. I feel like my life is that. A lot of people are sad that it's going, but I think it's ending at just the right time. Like, I don't think people remember because the pandemic felt so long ago. Did y'all know Insecure was just airing last summer 2020? Like, summer 2020 felt like 2 years ago. But yeah, I remember season 4 and it was alright. And then the ending, I thought it was a waste, especially that Tiffany plot line. I just think people forgot and was thinking of like the nostalgia and thinking of the series going. So I think Insecure is definitely ending on a high note by ending at season 5. They needed to end. By the way, I am in full support of a Kelli spinoff. Natasha Rothwell is genius, but with that said, let's get into the episode. So of course the episode opens in true Insecure fashion, like they had the camera span of the backdrop. At first I was like, are they driving to Palm Springs? But they're actually on a road trip through California. We start the episode out with Kelli. I smiled as soon as I saw her face. She's in the backseat of the car with the Dubois, Tiffany, and her husband. I forgot her husband's name. I think it's Daryl or Darren. I'm sure one of y'all will correct me in the comments. So far, they don't tell us yet where they're going. We just see that they're on a road trip to somewhere. The topic of conversation is Kelli is scrolling on Instagram, looking through Molly's page, and it looks like she's still going through it. We see that 2 months have passed by since she broke up with Andrew, and they're just commenting on how deep her page has become. Kelli is hilarious straight out the gate. She says Molly is like showing pictures of half her face and doing all these quotes. Tiffany's just hoping that she leaves the mess behind on this trip, as well as Issa and her messy mess. Tiffany definitely doesn't want any drama. But speaking of which, we're in Issa now and she just landed at the airport in San Francisco. We see her as she gets into the wrong Uber and she's headed somewhere. And then we get the title card of Insecure. Insecure and their music choices, they need an Emmy for that alone. Like Alex said, it is like watching one long music video, but the music is definitely the highlight of this series. All right, so they're clearly in the San Francisco Bay Area, and then we see that they are on Stanford campus. Now, maybe I just forgot or never knew that these characters all graduated from Stanford. Not sure. But yeah, it looks like they're going back for a class reunion. Wow, their 10-year reunion. Geez, I graduated LSU in 2008. Ooh, 13 years ago. I didn't even go to my college reunion. I'd be ignoring their emails though. I ain't giving no donation to them. They don't need my black ass money. All right, so the gang is all here, and it looks like Issa and Molly are good again, or so it seems. It's a little awkward between them, a little awkward. So Issa is excited that she's a panelist. They even flew her out to talk about her business, The Block, which she can't seem to remember the acronym for. It's Black Life Opportunities of Cultural Connection. See, I remembered it. But you know what? I'm awkward like her too. And I'm pretty sure if I was a panelist, I would forget on the stage too. So far, y'all, it's just so nice to have Insecure back when I was watching. I was like, oh my God, I miss these characters. Even Tiffany. Molly seems to be still wired as usual. So with Kelli, unfortunately, there's been a mix-up and they think she died. And in the alumni packet, they have her in memoriam. And that picture is not the most flattering. I'm not sure why she just left it like that. She couldn't just tell somebody, hey, I'm alive. Can y'all fix this? But she just went with it. Kelli is hilarious. She steals every single scene she's in. Oh my God. Anyway, so as they're all walking through the campus, Molly takes Kelli to the side and asks her experience, because she knows Kelli and Tiffany were beefing at one point, so she wants some advice from her now that her and Issa are cool again. She asks her, like, how long did it take? Because it's clearly awkward between them. Like, when you're beefing with a friend, it's hard to get back on the same page. Very relatable. Kelli says it takes some time, but essentially, y'all will find y'all way back. Find your way back. Big world, but you gotta, yeah. They'll find their way back eventually. At least we see a little growth from Molly. Like, she wants this friendship with Issa to work. Like, I need season 5 to be Molly's redemption season, because season 4, I was not a fan of Molly. All right, for the too short, bitch. Not this girl on the flute. This episode was really funny. I laughed a lot. So it's later in the evening. They're all at this event on campus. Shout out to the wardrobe stylist. The ladies are looking good. And I see that Tiffany is obviously an AKA. Like, all she's wearing is pink and green. It's really cute. I mean, I really like this green Gucci belt she got on. I mean, of course, Tiffany Dubois is an AKA. Of course. I am tired of the same light-skinned girl tropes that we see on black shows, but I guess it's just gonna stick. So ladies notice this chick that's boom cacking on the dance floor, and it's their old friend Cheyenne, who they were in a rap group with. Like, she is getting it on the dance floor. Tiffany isn't a fan. She's like, y'all can go do that. I'm gonna go mingle. By the way, this episode is clearly sponsored by Telfar. I've seen a Telfar bag in every scene. Oh, they are being blackety black right now on the dance floor. Cheyenne is quite the character. She says she snuck in, she wasn't paying for shit. And she does this little leg lift and asks Kelli, can she do it too? And oh my God, look at Kelli get that leg up. Wow. It is weird that it's so easy to sneak into a campus event like this. Next scene, we're with Molly and Darren Dubois. They're talking with some other alumni, and one of these guys they talking to, Daryl says, and he just got divorced, and make sure to leave him and Molly alone to talk. And it looks like there was a connection with them back in the college days, so they flirting back and forth. Next, we're with Kelli on the dance floor, and we see that they're watching in memoriams all the classmates, and then Kelli's picture comes up, and she's like, what the fuck? That's what I'm remembered for? It says, she could always make me laugh. She had the best stanky leg. She always carried a purse. Could you imagine if that was your legacy? Child, and now they playing stanky leg on the speakers. in memory of Kelli. She hit that stanky leg though, and quite well. Amanda or Tiffany, the way she's doing the stanky leg so prim and proper. This was a funny scene. They are getting it with the throwback music. I feel like I'm in my college days. So now it's the next day. We're at Issa's hotel. She goes into the bathroom and we get the signature mirror reflection scene with Issa. In this reflection, she's seeing a college version of herself. These plaits and braces are sending me. Let me see them teeth. Show me how you eat. Yeah. So it's basically like she's having a conversation with her young self, and her young self is proud of her. T-Pain? Fine? I don't know about that, but moving on. So as she's letting her reflection know how she's doing, she's thinking like, is everything okay with me right now? Like she's kind of like second guessing herself. I didn't know Issa's character wanted to be a lawyer. And then asking, is her and Molly good? I mean, they kind of good. And then she tells her, oh, I'm the head of my own company. And she still can't remember the name. Issa, Black Life Opportunities of Cultural Connection. Lord, why her reflections always gotta roast her or shade her? Next scene, we're at the panel that Issa is a part of. It's not looking too good for Issa. I mean, this is exactly how I would be on a panel, explaining my own YouTube channel probably. It's pretty awkward. The guy gets her name of her company wrong. She corrects him, but then she doesn't even use the acronym. I thought when she said that her city inspires her would garner some type of applause, but yeah, the audience is like, golf claps. Oh no, Issa. She tries to do a rap verse too, like the person before her, and it does not land. I mean, we see the other ladies in the middle row trying to support her, but they know she tanking. And to add insult to injury, the girl after, who has the exact same question as her, answers it beautifully and gets a round of applause, further making Issa insecure. So the next question for the panel is, when did you feel a sense of stability after starting your entrepreneurship? And Issa tries to go last to give herself some time to think about it. I'm guessing in actuality she realized, well shit, I'm still not stable yet. I'm still on this journey. So she answers the question extremely honestly, but yeah, it's a little too honest for the audience and cynical. Maybe I wasted my time, and it's crickets, you know? Cringe. I relate to this so much, y'all. Like, how many of us thought by our 30s that we would just have it all together? Picket fence life, you know, I'd be married by this time, have some kids. Nope, still trying to find myself at 35, 36, still doing it, still on this road. Ain't got it all together. Well, after Issa's somber response, I mean, at least the moderator picked the mood back up with the little joke. Damn, Issa in the beginning was so excited about being on the panel, and now all you can see is the regret on her face. After the panel, of course her friends are supportive and like, yeah, you did great, girl, you did great. As friends should, but Issa knows she bombed it. Oh my God, so his name is Derek, not Daryl or Darren. I'm sorry, y'all. It's Derek Dubois. Derek Dubois. Got it. So the ladies decide to disperse and do their own thing, and Molly decides to have some one-on-one with Issa. So as they're both walking through campus with drinks that Issa stole, Molly is talking about how Amari, the guy in the last scene, was texting her. She's regressing to analytical Molly again, just saying, why are you trying to hit me up right after he got a divorce? And why did they get a divorce? Is it his fault? And she realized that, you know, she's doing it again. As she's telling Issa this, it looks like she's looking to her for some advice. But it looks like Issa is still a little shaky on how Molly would take her advice, because I did get a little spicy between them in season 4 because of that. Molly is doubting herself these days because of her failed relationship with Andrew. For one, I think they just were never a great match. I mean, Andrew was great, but I just don't think him and Molly together were great. And again, she's looking for some advice from Issa, but Issa's like, she's just listening and nodding her head. We do subtly see the energy between them, and they're both trying to make it work. We see Issa still insecure about the trajectory of her career, thus going forward. She's still the manager of the apartment she lives in. She's still plunging toilets. Doesn't really know like where her career is going right now. And Molly's, you know, trying to be a friend and saying, girl, you got your own company. So as they're still together getting something to eat, we still see that the energy is still awkward between the two. Molly asks Issa, are we gonna be okay? And then Issa asks, the world or about us? Because she was just talking about how fucked up the world is from a newspaper article. Someone said on Twitter that that's going to be the new response if someone asks, are we both okay? You talking about the world or you talking about us? So Molly responds that, you know, she just wants shit to be cool again. So then the ladies get a text from Kelli saying that their friend Cheyenne wants to go out, and are they down? Of course they are. Again with the music, Lil Mama So Hood. Oh, shorty stay fly. All the ladies, including Cheyenne, are in the car on their way to the event. And we notice that Kelly's a little down and not feeling it. Turns out that she is still bothered by this in memoriam thing. Like she said, y'all know the band didn't do nothing for me? Like she's really thinking hypothetically of the mark she left on this world and what she wants to be remembered for. Like even when she let the ladies know, like this is all I'm remembered for, and then they try to turn it into a joke again, and then Kelli has had enough and she said, y'all missing the point. Am I just a joke to y'all? It's interesting Kelli feels that way, her being the comedy relief of the show, but she feels like she wants to be taken seriously sometimes. I would go as far to say that Kelli is the heart of the show. So it's a little awkward in the car after Kelly's outburst, but then Cheyenne was like, ain't shit changed, bitch, and then it goes back to laughter, and Kelly's like, yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Meanwhile, Cheyenne suggests that the ladies stop at a liquor store before they go to the event. Wow. So this took a turn. As Issa, Molly, and Cheyenne leave the liquor store, this guy approaches them with the gun and proceeds to rob them. So when this scene happened, I was like, wow, this is a big shift. Like, I didn't know where this was gonna go. Like, is somebody about to get shot? Is somebody about to die? Can we not start the season out like this? And Cheyenne is like on 10 right now, like screaming for her life. But then the robber tells her to shut the fuck up, Shay. And then they're like, wait a minute, they know each other? Turns out Cheyenne was in on that robbery. It be your own people. So once they call, Cheyenne is like, sorry y'all, here's what it is. Give me them shoes. Damn. Issa's like, what the fuck? You robbing us? And Cheyenne's like, everybody can get it. Damn, now did she graduate from Stanford? Did she drop out? I mean, they were giving us clues, but yeah, I didn't see that coming. Issa was like, here are my shoes. And she's like, no. You can have it. Oh my God. Ain't that some shit? I mean, I would have reported her and called the cops soon as I found out. Like, you know exactly who robbed you. How come they didn't just report that? So Molly and Issa get back to the car as Kelly's talking about dying again and haunting everybody. Tiff and Kelli question them, y'all got robbed? And then Molly and Issa look at each other. They start busting out laughing. I'm guessing it's the audacity of it all. I don't know. Like, after I was robbed at gunpoint, I would be a little shaken. I'm not sure if I can laugh at that. Maybe years down the line, but I don't know. That sounded a little traumatic to just be laughing at it. This was the strange part of the scene. I was like, okay, I guess I'll go along with it. They are dying laughing right now, snorting. Girl, you saw your face at gunpoint? Yeah, girl, you saw me. Kelli and Tiff are like, they're us right now, the audience, looking at them like, are y'all bitches crazy? Are y'all still in shock? Y'all must still be in shock. But it looks like this was the event that needed to happen for Issa and Molly to really get back on the same page and be organic with each other again. That was the event that it took. Being robbed at gunpoint. Okay, so this next scene scared the fuck out of me. The way they're talking about Kelli, I'm thinking, oh shit, did Kelli really die? Like, don't play with us like this. Like, I'm laughing, you know, I felt nostalgia watching this show. And now y'all about to hit me with Kelli's death? Like, they got me at first. But they were basically at the diner giving Kelli a fake in memoriam that she deserved. So as they're all leaving the diner, they go their separate ways. We're with Issa and Molly again. And it looks like they're back on track. And Molly is now talking to Issa about Omari and should she hit him up again. And it looks like Issa is comfortable with telling Molly her opinion. Her honest opinion, which is don't trip over Omari. You weren't back then, you shouldn't now. Just gave her a brilliant answer, and Molly is really receptive to it. And unlike season 4, Issa gave Molly a criticism that was constructive, while still bigging her up and not judging her. And now they're talking about moving forward in life, and then goes back to their friendship. They have wrapped up this friendship plot line in a nice bow, and hopefully we can move forward with something different. So it looks as if the episode is winding down. We're with Kelli now, and it looks like she's starting a podcast or getting back on her podcast. Now, I hope this ain't foreshadowing, but Kelli asked her listeners, what if you knew if the end was coming? How would you spend the rest of your life? Insecure, do not play with me. Y'all are not Shonda Rhimes. Do not take me on an emotional roller coaster. I want to laugh and enjoy this show. The last season. Don't do it. They better not do it. We're with Issa. She's back in LA and she is greeted by Lawrence. And they are still together after Condola's pregnancy. Now, y'all, that is the first and only time I'm going to call Condola by her actual name. Because next week is going to be Konnichiwa, Coconut, Comme des Garçons, Conniption. It's going to be one of those. Did I want them back together? I don't know, realistically, I just can't see it happening. So it looks like they have Kelli narrating the end with her podcast as we're checking on the rest of the cast. Y'all notice that foreshadowing we see in Molly's scene where she's pulling her hair back looking to see if it looked good short? I peeped that. Prendy's preguntas? Girl, Kelli, sis. That's the name that came up for her podcast? Come on. I could have thought of a better title than that. Prendy's preguntas? That's a horrible name. So the next and final scene, we're with Issa and Lawrence as he's driving her back to her place. The way Issa looking in this car looked like she has something heavy on her mind. So they get to Issa's place, they're both out the car. Lawrence says, should he come up? She says that she has some time to think. And I'm guessing it just goes without saying. She doesn't say anything else. And then we see Lawrence and he's just... It looked like he just accepted it. It's just quiet. He just like, yeah. No other dialogue. That's all they needed. So it looks like she broke up with him. I ultimately think that is the best for Issa's character right now. At least in this moment. And it looks like she was taking her own advice that she was giving to Molly. I'm guessing we shouldn't be too surprised by this. It's still sad though because I love them together. I am not Team Nathan, y'all. I do not like Nathan for Issa. Damn, and that is where the episode ends. Just Issa just walking away with her luggage to her place. Lawrence just standing there. Well, a few of y'all said, damn, it's still short as fuck. I mean, the only reason it feels short, y'all, is because Insecure just has their way of storytelling. Like they have scenery, music, plot. And then another scenery, music, plot. But yeah, there's a lot of shows like that's 30 minutes like Sex and the City or I May Destroy You that gets a lot done in 30 minutes. But I just think for Insecure, it's the particular storytelling that they choose, which makes the episode seem so short as if nothing is going on. But I really enjoyed this episode. Like, I thought it was really funny. It was episode 1. I'm gonna give it a chance. I mean, it was just so good seeing these characters again. I laughed a lot, so I didn't mind it. I did think that the robbery scene was like a harsh shift, and I think it could have been a different event that happened to get Issa and Molly close to one another. So yeah, I would love to hear what y'all thought about this episode. And yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all for these next 2 Housewife episodes. Bye.